Posa bene. Posa. C'est une bonne chienne, ça. Flint Castle. Edward I, nicknamed Longshanks, to keep the Welsh subdued. He built castles all along the Welsh North Wales coast. Up, there's Harloch, there's this one which is Flint, there's Carnarvon, which is probably the most famous because that's where Prince Charlie got coronated, or investiture of the Prince of Wales title he has, but he's also Duke of Chester and Duke of Cornwall. Anyway, he's got a lot of duke names. And the Queen has the Duchy of Lancaster. That's a lovely area, the Forest of Bowland. I like that area. It's a bit spooky there. Anyway, this is North Wales, Flint, where they did salt extraction in the old days. It was, and people drowned. Oh yeah, yeah. It's not safe, totally safe. Well, here we go. Fire engines. Well, we just had a arson in the Duke of Westminster's woodland. We went there for some peace, and what did we get? Teenagers, probably from the King's schools, setting bonfires and fireworks and all sorts of. And little Freya here, well, not little, she's a 8-year-old superb international FCI CIE champion, she is. That is no messing dog. She suddenly saw the fire, or smelt it, and she insisted on going there instead of walking along the main drive, which a bit annoyed me, but you don't argue with Freya. She's a bit of an alpha. No, we're not allowed to talk about alpha in the dog world today. Well, because they don't understand dogs, isn't it? And then there was that prat there that said, dog's out of control, because Falcon had a bit of a hump of his Labrador. So he puts his dog on lead, and I said, yeah, and he comes up to me and he says this, and I said, yeah, well, that's what dogs do, isn't it? They usually tell each other to get off, yeah? But, you know, humans want to interfere in everything. There we go, anyway, nothing much, just a prat, the usual prat of the... I try and avoid the Duke's Drive a bit, because you do get a lot of prats there, you know, meaning dogs on leads like handbags. You know, here, Flint, it's much friendlier, actually. People are chatty here. And you've got a load of open spaces, look at that. And nobody kicks off, even if Falcon goes and eats their food, which, of course, over there is a bit of a risk factor right now. Well, anyway, they're not... There's a lot of laughter going on, so there's nothing wrong going on. Where is he? Oh, la la. Yeah, he's wandered off. Right, well, he's a bit of a sentinel dog. Oh, la la. Anyway, they're having a pleasant time. It's certainly not exactly over-touristified, this place, is it? You can certainly always find a space in the car parks here. But it's a lovely place. Of course, if there were too many tourists, they'd put all sorts of signs up. Don't do this, don't do that. We couldn't have that, could we? Anyway, where was I? This castle has a load of audio guides which tells you about the history of it and things like that. I'm not sure if they do open-air plays in it like they do at that place, it begins with the C. Cormac Theatre in Cornwall. I think I went there once. Anyway, something like that. It's a knit in Tadgel. But this is a splendid setting for open-air concerts and stuff. Of course, they shut at 4 o'clock, which everybody thinks is a prattish thing. But, of course, you'd get the vandals coming if you didn't do that. They're everywhere. All we need is CCTV, just like Iceland. Instead of your neighbours having private SCCTV to spy on your movements, which is what I've got at Pulford Court in Chester. Oh, yeah, 2 of them there have bloody... told me that they're busy videoing anything that goes on. When it suits them, they've got it, the records, but when it doesn't suit them, oh, suddenly they haven't got the records. Like when they knock cameras out of people's hands and snap sticks and then tell lies after. Oh, gosh, yes. But amazing how they're busy videoing me all the time, and everyone else there, which is actually illegal. But apparently, you know, their video didn't work the day they came out and had a bash at me. Of course, fueled by the alcohol behind their, what do you call it, green laurel tall hedging. They apparently thought I was having an argument with someone when there was no one out there, which they saw when they came out, of course, but that didn't stop them. They carried on. But I mean, you know, this is the people that had a garden gnome accusation and had to get sons to threaten me with dealing with me if it did it again, as if I'd move a garden gnome of mine into someone else's garden. And then, over the last 2 years, they found out who really did this thing. But did they ever tell me? Oh no, they said, oh well, must tell you about that one day. But like it takes 2 seconds to say it was people that knew them and that were playing pranks, simply. But I get all the hassle and the aggro. Oh, isn't he a darling? Anyway, never mind. You get prats in with the local cops. You know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I mean, they did run pubs, yeah? And I bet the cops turned blind eyes to things there, as they do. You can't trust anyone, really. Once you've got a pal, I mean, if you're a cop, you're dealing with such unreasonables, you want some friends. Yeah, except that, as they get older, these publicans, they're a bunch of alkies. And what do you do? What do you think you're sitting there watching people getting drunk in pubs is going to turn you into? A teetotaler? Of course, there's a teetotaler on Coronation Street, but he was an ex-alkie anyway. And he's always on the edge of going alkie again. Anyway, right, well, never mind about alcohol, because we're not into that. We're into... I didn't know when I was at Llandudno the other day. That's a lovely place too, except for the dogs are banned, so I'm not going there again. Not in season, if ever. I don't know, it's a lovely, absolutely gorgeous architecture. Yes, yes, yes. But Flint is smartened up. Oh, yes. Flintshire is supposed to be down market, but you've got dog groomers, nail parlours, everything here. No shortage of money here. I think you've got more than in Chester. Hey, you're a darling. You're a wonderful dog. Oh, Connie Mignon. Oh, God, here we go. He's busy kissing some redhead over there. But he's a very people-friendly dog, and he's gentle. No worries about him. Right. Oh, the mozzies are out in force. Mozzies are out. Seagulls are still buzzing around. Oh, what a wonderful sunsets. It's possibly going to come. It's refreshing tonight. I do like a nice red sky at night, shepherd's delight. I can't remember what the other half of that saying is. Something... I don't know. Oof. But anyway, mozzies are buzzing around. I don't know if this video will catch them. They ought to pull those weeds out of that stone up there. It's going to damage and erode it. Yes. Anyway. Flintshire. Place of old salt mining and collecting from the River Dee. And this is Edward I's, one of many castles along the Welsh coast, built to keep the Welsh in order. Wonderful. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely... it's actually well built. And probably the poor stole the stones like they had, if they were able to, after, to build something for their houses. Oh, yes, you're back, mon petit chou. The biggest Belgian shepherd in the world. And a vegan one, of course. That's what vegan diets do for you. Right, are you going to give me that ball, or are you just busy chewing it, Eh? Tu me donnes la balle, ma petite chienne. Que tu es une bonne chienne. Eh? Que tu es une bonne chienne. Look at that coat. If I could get the brush in it, but it's more than I dare risk getting my face ripped off by the alpha. That, listen. Seagulls. Much better than the sound of my voice. Well, that dove I picked up yesterday here is doing all right. She seems perkier today. Oh, I sat in the cat's thing. I'm not letting her out. The cat'll sink her little fangs into her neck and make it even worse. The concept of being vegan to that cat of mine is all very well, but yeah, she likes her food, but she wouldn't say no to digging her fangs into that dove. She's such a cute thing. She's really quite tame. Makes me wonder if she's wild at all, although she was a bit more nervous today than yesterday, which means she's getting better and could be a wild bird really, because she was just possibly very subdued yesterday because she was just so feeling awful with that wound she has under her wing. Well, I thought of going to a vet, but you try finding a vet that's open on a Sunday, eh? They make so much money, they don't need to be open on Sundays. Except for emergencies, and it's probably £100 a consultation. I'm not paying that for an animal. Wouldn't pay that for myself. Huh? To do with which animal. But I mean, she wasn't looking like she was going to die, so I didn't bother with a vet. It'd be £50 just to even look at her if I take her tomorrow. But if tomorrow she's getting stronger with a bit of that antiseptic cream, whatever it is I put on her, it's just you know, she's got plenty of water. Anyway, I'm not bothering with another £50 a vet. Anyway, I'm going to let her loose once she can fly. She can fly around. Well, I'll put a cage outside for her a bit, so she can practice before she flies off. I think it might be a week or two before she can fly. Then we'll bring her back here, just in case she finds a family. Yeah? Oh, these mozzies. Oh my goodness, they're buzzing around. There are mozzies. Well, that's again what... But Faye, I'm fed up with you. You're busy chewing the thing. I don't know where Falcon's gone either. I'm going to turn the video off. Tu une bonne chienne? Que c'est une bonne chienne, ça? Oh, la petite gueule. Oh, la 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 la. Wonderful dog. Yeah. If you like active working dogs. Which, oh, there's the little devil. The black wolf. He's busy doing his sentinel stuff. I always worry about him. He's so friendly. I'm always nervous if I don't see him, in case someone might grab him. But he is an ugly dog, and he's big. It's not exactly a handbag thing that people have today. People are into handbags, not proper dogs. Oh, there he goes. He can move at the speed like shit off a shovel, that dog. No, he's... oh yeah, he's heading off to some more people he hasn't investigated. Oh, little darling. Well, I think that's food on that table. There could be squeals of... No, nothing's happening. He's circling in slowly. Anyway, they don't seem too bothered. There's no waving at me going on. They're all right, and he's not interested. They probably haven't got any food. Scavengers, dogs. They'd eat their own shit if they could, or each other's. So we don't go by what they want to eat, eh? And chocolate would kill them. Right, beautiful place, Flint. I really ought to have talked more about the Flint thing. I have listened to the audio. Brilliant it is. Oh, yes! No, let's not start it now, otherwise the video will be too long.